Hey, Brad. Two questions. Did you not get the wardrobe memo? And
No. Yeah, I'm not on the text chain. By design.
And what are your thoughts on them taking a page from what the Wizards did regular season?
I still haven't heard anybody talk about it, so I don't even know what the deal is. I'm being dead honest. Like, I didn't hear anybody talk about it because I was at the. There weren't that many guys on the bus that I rode over with, and then I just walked in there and was talking about the Wizards and how to prepare for this game. So, but no, I'm not on the. They don't consult me on fashion, surprisingly, nor do I get the memo.
Brad, Scott Brooks said that his team has done a really good job of taking away Isaiah's shots, limiting his attempts in the last 3 games since the breakout. What can you do to counteract that? Is that a concern?
I thought we did a pretty good job of it in Game 4, before the third quarter run, and then in Game 5. Isaiah's going to have to just make the next right basketball play. And, you know, the other night he had 4 shots at halftime and we had 67 points. You know, and I think that they're doing a great job of really loading to him with 2, sometimes 3 guys. And so it's important that he continues to, you know, be poised and patient and make the next right play. And I think that that's a sign of how good I think he is that, you know, it doesn't matter if you score. It matters if your team scores. And if you set a back screen to make them score, or you make the right pass and you don't get an assist because somebody else makes an extra pass, you know, that's points for us.
I saw where Al Horford said that he really didn't feel comfortable as a Celtic until really late in the regular season. Why do you think that is, and what have you seen from him since that point?
You know, I don't know. That'd be a great question for Al, timing-wise. I just think there's an adjustment period as you move to a new, you know, a new team. You think about Al, he goes straight from college to Atlanta. He lives there 9 years. That's his home. And then he moves to Boston, and, you know, you're only there a couple of weeks before the season starts. And it all hits you. And everything that you've gotten used to as a routine for 9 years is kind of thrown to the wolves, and you're starting anew, learning a new system, playing with new players, playing with new coaching staff, and I just think that takes time.
And what have you seen from him lately that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it may have been a tough adjustment for him, but it's felt great for all of us. And I think that we've talked about it. He makes people better on both ends of the court, and you know, you always hear people say it's the greatest compliment you can give somebody, but he does. He makes people better on both ends of the court, but he's also a tremendous example and role model in our locker room.
Brett, it's obviously like kind of a lighthearted thing, but you know, when you see them all wearing all black, is there any concern like, all right, we're poking the bear a little bit, and it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna become a talking point, that sort of thing, or just kind of like, hey,
yeah, I didn't see it.
I
didn't see it. There's nothing, and so at the end of the day, control what we can control, right? And so from a coaching standpoint, I'm gonna walk in there and start talking about what we need to do defensively and offensively to try to play well, just like we have all day, just like we did yesterday in the film session. This is a heck of a team, and our guys know that. Everybody knows that, and they pasted us here twice, really 4 times if you include the regular season. So we know we have to play great.
Coach Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com, back left. You have an interesting, I guess, angle in being able to see what these guys do, not only at practice, but shoot around. What type of demeanor have you seen from the guys since you landed here yesterday, going through shoot around this morning, and then arriving here today when you spoke to any of them?
Same as usual. Not a real, not a group that changes its expressions much. You know, just kind of move on to what's next, get ready for Game 6.
Brad, I know it was different series, different team, but you were able to close out Chicago. just wonder what you recall from that game and what you hope you can bring from that game to this one.
Yeah, I think every series is so different. Each game's its own entity. The one thing we didn't talk about before the Chicago game was closing somebody out. We talked about trying to play well on the next possession, and that's what we're going to continue to do. You talk about, you know, this team can go on a run in 5 minutes and end your night. And so, like, we need to be great, and we need to stay in the moment, and we need to not worry about anything but the possession at hand. Thanks.